Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. And Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Blue Raiders offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well.
And they got him for the sack. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback on the keeper. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. After run, now throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Grab near the marker. It's Valentine. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Handoff from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Jacksonville State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab in time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man, it's Freeman. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Going up top on first down. He makes the connection. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Going to the running game. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They move the tight end all over. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll do it himself. Bulls his way forward. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting his tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say...
Oh, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Albright. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They want to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Scanning the field, it's Freeman. A strike downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
He'll bring it back. It's Tavai. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. He finds his man. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. It's a draw. The Huskies will move the sticks.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This is a third and long. Going over the top. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over the Sharks. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's still running after the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Northern Illinois right back to the line. The DBs will back off a bit. On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's high. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Running it back, it's Tavai. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter. Yeah,
momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Trying to get to it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want, and the offense is playing. Stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times.
And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Gets it out fast. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Buys a little time with his feet. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I mean, these quarterbacks quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Got it. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Jackrabbit. He wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll immediately call timeout.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Murfreesboro than you do? A captivating game so far. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes. But you got to find something to have success.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just trucks through it. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Wolf. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. drive, they got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to test the right side with this one. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Trying play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Army. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give out of the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Coming after him. Slips a tackle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough.
Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He leaves it with his back. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, MTSU! And the pummeling has started.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Wolf. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Right back to the well. Shakes off the tackler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
The give to the back. Makes one man miss. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's so close to cashing it in for this offense.
Let's go!
A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raider! And the punishment has been extended. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner goes down. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense...
Picked off. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got it.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. What a snag by the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. Using his feet to buy time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Quickly out to the tight end. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Now on 1st down after that completion.
42 Spider.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies. Game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Touch pass on the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
A first down for the offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. A 3rd and long coming up here. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this is...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's 4th down. 4th down.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Looking for more room. Smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.